So you collage over, I mean under the paper and over. So layering is something, as I said, I've been discussing a lot here on my channel and working with my art process and loving my art process and really getting into that. So that is sealed in. I'm going to put it aside and let that dry and look at this piece and see where I might want to add something into this one as well. Let's see. Right, the colors are similar to the other one, but yeah, I can see two here that I'm going to bring in. They're similar looking butterflies, similar coloring, I should say. So once these have dried, I will come in with my paints. I'll come in with other mediums as well and work into that. So there's that bigger one. I'll see if I'll leave it there or not. Have to decide. I'm using very contrast. I want some of the white to come in, so I'm using butterflies that have a bit of white. Yeah, I have a lot of papers that I have. I want to overlap this onto the wing. I don't want to overlap it onto the wing. I want it to be free. So I might do it here and here. I like to have things in threes, so there will be something else I have to bring in here, but we'll see if I can think of what that will be. So I'm just making sure that you can see what I'm doing here. Right. Sometimes you can spritz the back of the paper as well, and it will soften the paper if it's really firm, or you could try peeling it to make it thinner. But I don't want this to be too wet. I want it to dry as quickly as possible, so I'm hoping that this will work out fine. So I'm just pushing it down a little bit. That's why I'm going over it with the brush. Finding ways to make creating more enjoyable as you go along. It's like trying to figure out what helps your creativity. Use these ones. I'm trying to think what I think of what they look like. And then this as well, actually, I want to bring into my stag paintings. So that overlap is going to keep going until I figure out how to put everything together. At the moment, I have separate subjects, it feels like, because I can't figure out how to put them all together in a way that I enjoy. So I feel like I'm working in blocks of an idea, like I'm trying to bring them all together and it will happen at some point. But currently I haven't figured out how to get them to speak to each other on the same piece. So that's what's going on right now for me. Right, I've got that one there. Is there a smaller one of this? Kind of. Gonna have to go with this smaller one. I changed the sizes as well. I don't want them to be exactly the same size. So because this has got pinks in it, I want to bring in another one with some pinks. So there is some thinking behind it, not just dropping it in randomly. But also this feels like a different kind of butterfly, but as I said, it's like they're trying to find each other as well. So I am facing these butterflies in towards each other. So I don't know how long I've been recording for. I don't want this to go on for more than like maybe 20 minutes, just sharing an art process, loving the art process. And then I've got this one here. I only had one bird on this one actually. One bird. Let's see what that looks like. So what would I bring in here? If I feel like these butterflies are not working. Oh no, this one's torn. I'm going to use that one. I don't know how this happened. How did that happen? Actually, let me just check this one. Maybe I want to bring in another color. No. I'm trying to be more conscious of the colors I'm using. Having different elements in the piece, but colors that are cohesive. So I have to just go with, right, where should I put this? Something that is it gonna take away from this bird? It's like trying to work out how to do this, right? So sometimes the butterflies are like messengers to me. They kind of are coming to whisper a gentle message to the other character. So sometimes I've had the butterflies near my portraiture figures, my figurative characters. I'm just going to put it here and see what happens. I bought the big, so it's not going to be something I have to worry about too much. If I don't like this one, I can always paint over this and put another one somewhere else if I think it needs a smaller one. So this might be my opportunity to have 3 pieces on the painting. So I might look for another butterfly, a small one. And if there's none here, I can see a purple one. So this might be more, the colorant's more, it could lean towards purple. So I want to make it interesting. So, I mean, as I said, they could be coming towards each other. Let's use up this space. So then it would be to let it dry, and then I can come in and start adding more details into this. So I'm starting this off early part of the day, and they will dry. I could use my drying gun, my embossing tool to dry it, but I think I want to start also redacting other characters on other pieces of paper. So I'm going to let these set aside and start drying. Just going to wash my brush off. So these are the 4 pieces that I've added butterfly to, and then the next session that I do of this, I am going to add some color and things. So it's to let them dry for now. the abstract as well. So I've got it in there a little bit. I don't want to do too much of it. So I'll keep on kind of playing around with them, seeing what I can add. Like this one is a green in its environment. Let's see, do I have the green and the yellow here somewhere? So there's a bit of yellow. I could bring some of that in to tie some areas in. I've added the wing in there a bit. Just go over and make the birds part of the conversation a little bit. Turn it around, seeing what else I can add as well, like in the butterfly area here, carrying some of it out of the page as well. And so it's just to build the layers of my characters, using different mediums, different tools. So this is the green as well, and just add some of that here, and just building that up, building interest, different mark making, and really enjoying the process. It's so much fun. I've been saying over the past weeks about doing things that give you joy in your work, your interests, the mediums you like to use. That is what I've been doing. I like to draw a lot. I like to use a lot of pattern. All those things I am bringing into how I am creating my work. And every single piece that I'm doing, I'm bringing in the same methodology and processes so that it informs my work. There's a consistency. It's like a collection. It's a language that I'm using to communicate what I want the work to be like. Working in odd numbers, like so here I've got some of the dots there, and then I'm just adding a little bit more here, leading it off to the page. And if you want to check your composition, your composition is to use the mount and to see what it looks like at different stages. I'm just going to go over these butterflies a little bit with some of this yellow, because that's the whole point. I'm saying, yes, I'm adding the collage, but it's not going to be fully the way it came into this conversation. It needs to change, it needs to adapt, and it needs to be a lot more part of what it is that I am working on. So let me just see where the bird is. One bird here, one bird here. Just making sure I know where everything is. Now layering over with the China marker to blend in these edges that I had where the butterfly came in with the collage. Just blending it in, making it that on the first visual travel across the painting, you can't really see too much of a difference in their connection on the page. So these are non-soluble, they don't blend away, they don't melt away. I do have my woodies which blend in more, or you can have like there's other water-soluble crayons you can use as well. So that's that one. To do something similar with this one. So I'm going to come in again with some of the green in areas. So just add in the green and some mark making again. And I will come in and then make these a lot more prominent, the birds again, but right now, for now, I want to work on some other subtle elements, just overlaying and layering with different colors. So 1, 2, maybe 3. Another one here of these marks over the blue a little bit. Bit of the yellow over this to blend this area in a little bit more. So the butterfly is coming in here, butterfly coming in here. So sometimes I might be sitting in my living room. I don't want to get paint everywhere, so I will actually go ahead and use crayons and pencils to add colors in. This is open. I am going to add some bright areas to this. We'll add it back there, there. Let me just add one more area of the green. And then, let's see, start adding some more brightness. And as I said, layering. So going in here and working on brightening the areas around the bird with a brighter, lighter yellow. I really want to emphasize around the birds themselves, not the other areas, but just the interaction between the birds, and that's where I'm focusing this, and just adding layers and layers and making it brighter and brighter. The butterflies are quite blended in now, I think, but I can still keep going and adding to it. But I am lightly pulling some other areas out